Thank you everyone for showing up, and let's get ready for our first match, shall we? As we get it loaded up. Again, this is LWF Saturday Night. Thank you all so much for coming by. And we've got, as I said, a lot of stuff to get to tonight. A lot of really good matches. We'll see ThirdGunmen will be in action. Our main event is going to be a grudge match between Drod and Bama Dave. But right now, if it'll load up and we can get to it, our first match is coming to you now. Wick already in the ring, as we see. Oh, here comes Must Dudley coming after Wick. As soon as he gets in the ring, laying in punches to the side of Wick's head, just hounding Wick into the canvas. Now the referee gets them separated, and they're going at it again. Did we get a bell? Has there been a bell rung in this match yet? Is this match official, or are we just going to have another beatdown in the ring between these two? I have no idea, folks. I don't know what's going on. This was supposed to be a one-on-one match. I didn't hear a bell, so who knows exactly what's going on here. Must Dudley taking it to Wick, laying him out as soon as he gets into the ring, trying to get revenge on Wick for attacking him on the entrance ramp last week. Of course, then Must Dudley proceeded to win that match, and now taking it to Wick here in this. I'm not even sure if this is officially a match yet, but the referee seems interested in what's going on. Must Dudley cranking the head of Wick. These two, of course, former tag team partners, now bitter rivals after Wick basically refused to help his tag team partner out, and then turned his back on him on Twitter. Didn't even have the decency to do it in the ring or to his face. Wick laying Must Dudley out over the top rope. And now Wick and Must Dudley, bitter enemies after having been tag team partners. Of course, both of these guys brought in by Commissioner Zevon. Here we go. 1, 2. Wick kicks out at 2 from Must Dudley's pin. Wick again laid out by Must Dudley. This is the second match between these two, and it's been brutal. This rivalry has. These two really do not like each other and have had a quite, how do I put this? Quite the bitter hatred turned from tag team partners, which I guess they barely got along as tag partners. What one can only think. Wick now working over Must on the outside of the ring. Going for that big right hand, but missing Must completely. How do you miss a dude the size of Must Dudley? Must sent back into the ring. Big Vaillant after. Must now going after Wick. Just said we've got a full card here tonight. A tag team match, a lot of singles matches. Of course, the Stream Championship will be on the line, as Kira Love will defend that against her #1 contender. But right now, we have Must Dudley taking it to. No Wick reversal. Nice shoulder block by Wick. We also, as I said, in our main event, another tag team turned bitter rivals, D-Rod and Bama Dave, who, to be honest, haven't had a match, a full match between them since Halloween Havoc. And now Must Dudley yet again turning the tables on Wick. Looks like he's going to go for the big choke slam here. Wick, right exactly where Must wants him. No, Wick reverses it. Now Wick in control of Must Dudley. thank everybody for coming by. Those of you who are here, or maybe if you're watching replay or you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Let us know. Ooh. Wick now looking for something big himself. Must Dudley getting to his feet. Wick now lifted Must Dudley up, high up. And there's the jackhammer slam from Wick to Must. 1, 2. And Must Dudley kicks out of the jackhammer. Wick stamping away at Must, not happy about that. The LWF faithful here in the crowd not happy about Wick at all. Going after him. Oh, nice German suplex. Well, nice suplex, I guess. That wasn't really a German suplex, but Must Dudley with a European uppercut coming back on Wick. Wick now fireman carry takedown. Both of these men have had a little bit of momentum on their side. Must a little bit more than Wick, but Wick in control right now. Of course, both of these men, former champions, former tag team champions. Both have held singles gold in the former WWC, now defunct WWC. And Must now goes for the pin on Wick. Not sure that's going to be enough. 1, 2. Wick kicks out right after the 2 count. Must now bringing Wick to his feet. Sending Wick into the ropes. Must, a little stalemate there in the middle of the ring. Ooh! A big elbow right to the back of Wick's neck, and now a neck breaker from Must. Lays Wick out, going for the pin again here is Must Dudley. 1, 2, no. Not enough. Must Dudley looking to win this match. Big right hand from Must, now a military press slam. But Wick sweeps the leg. Oh, a big spear from Wick, almost out of nowhere on Must Dudley. Looking for the pin here is Wick, and I would imagine. 1, 2, and Must kicks out. Wick, beside himself, cannot understand how Must could kick out of the big spear like that. He's kicked out of a jackhammer and the big spear by Wick Vaya, and Must Dudley now looks like Wick's going to go for that jackhammer again. This might be it, folks. If Must eats a second one of these, that's going to be it for him tonight. I think that we might just go ahead and put this one in the books. 1, 2, 3. Wick Vaya gets the victory over Must Dudley despite the pre-match attack by the big man. There's the first jackhammer. So Wick Vaya and Must Dudley now with 1 and 1. 1 win apiece. With 2 episodes to go before LWF Extreme Rules, the December to Dismember pay-per-view. There's the neck breaker from Must. Must Dudley just could not get his bigger moves off. He went for the choke slam, but Wick Vaya was able to counter it. There was the big spear that led to a 2 count. And then we got the jackhammer shortly after that. And
here is your winner, the Wick
Vaya with the victory over Mus Dudley, much to the chagrin of the LWF audience. And of course, Wick, being Wick, he's got to eat the attention up, good or bad. He's going to eat it up as much as he can. There you have it, folks. That was our first match in the books. Wick Vaya with a victory over Mus Dudley. And now we've got a tag match coming to you. A new team that just debuted at Starrcade. And now will be in their first official 2-on-2 tag match. If we can get it up, loaded up today, at some point today, it will get loaded. I promise you. We'll load it. But right now, again, thank you so much for coming by. And remember to like and subscribe. Remember, the LWF is brought to you by Back to the Ring podcast, the #1 in our own minds, by Retro Podcast, Retro Review Podcast on the internet. This thing is taking forever. There it goes. So we might be #1. We're #1 in our own minds, and we'll eventually be #1 in our own time. For right now, let's get back to the ring for the entrances. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. What a creepy entrance. The Masks, the newest addition to the LWF Tag Division. They are certainly an interesting bunch. Don't know exactly where they came from. Someone said that they're from somewhere in Illinois, but we're not really sure who they are or what they want, other than they're in the tag division. And they're taking on one of the hottest tag teams of all time.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 469 pounds, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.
That's right, baby. The Rock and Roll Express, and rock and roll is here to stay as they make their way into the ring to the jubilation of the LWF faithful, the Rock and Roll Express, former LWF Tag Team Champions. Of course, they've been Tag Team Champions everywhere they've gone. And here they are starting off. Looks like we're going to get Ricky against Pumpkin. It's like we got Pumpkin and the skeleton here tonight. The witch somewhere out there on the outside watching. Is now Pumpkin Mask gets Ricky down on the ground. Pumpkin going for a kick. Ricky not going into it. Had a lot of turmoil here in the LWF tag division. Had a number of tag teams leave after our last pay-per-view. We lost the Ascension, we lost the Revival FTR, and we lost Ryder and Hawkins, the Nerds. So the tag team division has definitely, the landscape has changed, and it's anybody's division right now. Of course, the champions, the Hart Foundation, will be defending their tag belt, those tag team championships, at the next pay-per-view, which will be December to Dismember. And but who will they be defending them against is really the question here, as all of these teams are now scrambling to get into to get to the top of that card. Of course, if you remember last week, we had the Thrill Seekers, who beat the Midnight Express. They've jumped up considerably in the rankings, but the Rock and Roll Express, of course, if they get a big win here, though the Masks have not been world beaters since they've been here, but with the Rock and Roll, who we haven't seen in a while, since probably middle of last month. If they could get a big win here, it would certainly do a lot for their momentum. It might carry them, and maybe they'll get the nod to go up against the Hart Foundation. Or the Masks could pull off the upset. I mean, they are, they're not exactly big guys, but when there's three of them, they've got that third person on the outside there, and that you never know when that's going to come into play. Right now, Robert just dumping Pumpkin out on the outside. Pumpkin Mask. There's Robert. Ready for this? All right. Working over Pumpkin, sends him into the ring. As now, looks like Witch is going to go, has something to say to Robert there. That's Pumpkin on the outside. It's like here to distract him, and he's going to need to get back in that ring before it looks like Skull's going to sneak up on him. No, he didn't sneak up on him, but the Witch has been thrown out of ringside there. So much for the third man on the outside. He's gotten himself ejected, as now it's just down to the Skull and Pumpkin. And there's a great running bulldog by Robert Gibson to put the Skull down on the canvas. That jumping knee, that's going to hurt right there on the throat. Robert Gibson now getting a good look at the Skull as he picks him up. They haven't had a whole lot of offense here. Tried a little trickery. There's a great swinging neckbreaker by Robert Gibson, who now goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, almost a 3 count off of the swinging neckbreaker by Robert Gibson, who now drags Skull back towards his corner. Looks like he might be tagging in Ricky Morton for a double team. We'll see here. Skull still out in the ring, just face down on the mat. Ricky Morton now lifting him up. Going for something here. No, it's a big right hand from Ricky Morton as he goes over. I'd say the undersized guy, but I think they're both about the same height. Ricky getting in, Robert. Getting stretched out. Looking to put Skull away. Now down with just left hands right into the face. There's another set of them. Robert going after Skull, now getting some momentum from the crowd, getting them to cheer him on. The Masks have had no offense this whole match. It has just been Ricky and Robert waylaying these two. Especially this Skull character, he has just been out on his feet. Oh wait, I spoke too soon. Nice arm drag takedown is now Skull sends Robert into the corner and Pumpkin pulls him back in. A little rabbit punch there to the back of the neck. Leads him over to the corner. Now into the ropes. Oh, a little stalemate there. Now, Skull going for there's an interesting neck breaker. That's a little bit different from Skull, and now he goes after Robert Gibson's going after, working on the neck of Robert Gibson. Looks like he's going to tag Pumpkin in here. Yep. In comes Pumpkin. And now we'll see what he can do on offense. As I said, this is the first bit of offense that this team has gotten in this match. They're very nice. Taking him over with the bridge. Oh. And there's another one. Now Robert Gibson runs over Pumpkin. Tags in Ricky Morton. Again, as I said, this tag division up in the air. The Rock and Roll Express looking to get a big victory here. There's a great, almost a Frankensteiner Hurricane Rana by Ricky Morton. Skull looks like he's trying to get over to the corner to cheat, but I think the referee caught him in time. As there goes Ricky with a missile drop kick off the top rope. Ricky Morton might want to go for the pin here. No, he's got something else in mind as Pumpkin makes his way to his feet. Oh no, Pumpkin reverses it. Ricky Morton goes for a big move. Pumpkin reverses it, and now Pumpkin in control, looking for a big move of his own. Here we go. Oh, the half and half. The half Nelson suplex. Pumpkin now dragging Ricky Morton into the middle of the ring, going for the pin here. 1, 2. Ricky Morton kicks out of the pin. Unexpected offense from the Masks as the Skull looks on, and Pumpkin continues to take over on offense on Ricky Morton. Skull, both of these gentlemen look like they are out of it. Both of the Masks look like they've seen better days in this ring. There's a little sidewalk slam. Now dragging Morton over onto his side of the ring. Looks like he might be tagging in Skull. Here comes Skull. First real bit of offense he's gonna get in this match. As now he's going after. Oh, with a stomp right to the hands. Just stomping away at the hands of Ricky Morton. And now letting everybody know what he thinks of himself. Oh, taking Ricky Morton down in a hammerlock. No, now almost a key lock there. Oh, stretching out the shoulder and elbow of Ricky Morton. This crowd not happy about what's going on in this match at the moment. Pumpkin looks like he's completely out on his feet as Skull goes to work on Ricky Morton. Small punches, now some kicks by Skull. There's a nice neck breaker. Skull definitely getting the ire of this crowd. Oh, and a knee right to the side of Ricky Morton's head. That's gotta hurt. As now Ricky Morton comes back though, nice European uppercut. Ricky Morton goes for the armbar. Skull with a fist to the side of Ricky Morton's face. Ricky sends Skull into his own corner and now goes for the tag. But Pumpkin comes in and distracts the referee. Ricky goes back into the corner. Sends Skull into the ropes. There's another little bit of a stalemate as now Skull going after Ricky Morton, fireman's carry takedown. I got to tell you, this match has turned into, let's just face it, folks, a better match than we thought we were going to get with these two teams. The Masks are undersized and have not really shown that much offense or any sort of there's another pin, one, and Robert Gibson makes the save. Skull stumbles getting to his feet. It's like he might tag Pumpkin in. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Pumpkin looks like he's trying to run himself into the turnbuckle. But I mean, let's face it, the Masks, definitely the underdogs coming into this match, have shown up and shown out. And now it looks like Skull's got something really big in mind. Oh, it completely misses Ricky Morton, who now sends Skull into the great arm drag by Ricky Morton. A stomp to the back, and now going up to the top rope is Ricky Morton. Is he going to make him get up? Yeah, he's got to wait. He's going to wait for Skull to get to his feet. Skull completely out of it. I don't think he even knows what's going on. There's that missile drop kick again. Ricky Morton now. Oh, jump up in the air and a huge fist right to the point of the skull of Skull. And now Skull laid out on the second rope. Ricky Morton using that second rope for leverage. It's gravy for the goose, it's gravy for the gander. They had it done to them earlier in this contest, so they're going to do it to him again. There's Ricky going back up to the top rope. Gotta wonder what he's got in mind here. Is he going for that missile drop kick again? Or maybe a crossbody? There he goes for the crossbody, but he's caught by Skull. And then a backbreaker. This match has just been completely back and forth. Every time you think one side has it, or they're getting the momentum and they're really rolling, the other side takes over. Now Skull letting everybody know again what he thinks of himself in this match, and now sending Ricky Morton into his corner. Nice drop kick from Skull. Pumpkin still out of it, as Skull looks like he's got something big lined up here. There's a nice, almost an enziguri from Skull to Ricky Morton, and now he's going for the pin. Here he goes, one. Then Robert Gibson there to break it up a second time. Robert Gibson with the knee lift on Pumpkin takes him down. And gets out of the ring. Pumpkin rolls out of the ring straight onto the floor. Skull stomping away at the hands. This has been with the exception of a little bit of offense that Pumpkin got. This match has been all Skull on offense for the team of the Masks. Oh, now just dragging Ricky's face across the top rope. Just a dirty, slimy move. By the guy in the skull mask. There he is, trying to use the rope for leverage. Robert Gibson up there to break it up a second time. Skull not too happy about what's going on. Looks like he's pretty winded himself. as is his partner who's hanging out in the corner. Tags in Pumpkin. Skull gets out. Pumpkin goes to work on Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton has taken a beating in this match. Now a chop back from Ricky Morton as he stands up to Pumpkin. And now drags Pumpkin all the way over into his side of the ring. Snapmare takedown. As the smaller of the two Rock and Roll Express members, looks like he might want to tag out of the ring. He has tags out, tags in his partner Robert Gibson. Gibson now ready to go to work on Pumpkin. Going right after the knee, trying to take away that base of the small man in the pumpkin mask. There's almost looked like almost a modified Fez press. And Robert Gibson gets up on the outside. Looks a little worse for wear. He's been standing on the apron for a while. Pumpkin now punches Robert Gibson down onto the floor. And now Pumpkin on the floor after Gibson. This match has gone on for a long time. These two very, very, how do I put this? I guess a lot more evenly matched than they were on paper. As they have continued to surprise each other with innovative offense, very different styles, and just pure grit and determination. A lot of guts shown by both of these teams, kicking out of moves, reversing moves at the last second. Pumpkin now with a slap to the side of Robert Gibson's face and another European uppercut. I'm sorry, this is... I don't know what's going on. There it goes. Sorry about that. This is an old Xbox. What can I say? And here we go. Robert Gibson with the pin. Oh, and Skull takes out the referee. Robert Gibson going up top. And Skull now taking over on Ricky Morton. Distracted. The referee getting back up. Robert Gibson, I don't know if that was a drop kick off the top or what, but he went after it, and now here comes Pumpkin down. 1, 2, 3, and the Rock and Roll Express grind out the victory against the Skull of the Masks. Was that running bulldog earlier? There's a very innovative move from Skull, and now Skull was catching Ricky Morton on the outside. There it is again. That almost not even a rebound lariat. We thought Skull might have had him there, but in the end, Robert Gibson. Ricky and Robert with that drop kick off the top rope. Excuse me. Got the victory for the Rock and Roll Express. So we'll see how that changes things up in the tag division. Like I said, big win last week by the Thrill Seekers. Spuddy and Green Bastard. Now this week, Ricky and Robert getting a big win. So we'll have to see. The Midnight Express, of course, lost to the Thrill Seekers. I'm sure they're not happy about that. I can almost guarantee you Cornette is not happy about that. So you know that they're going to be looking for some sort of revenge on someone. Right now, it looks like we're going to get the still the man who's after the top belt in the company, in action.
Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 180 pounds, Cashman.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Third Gunman, #1 contender and thorn in the side of The Undertaker. For the past month and a half, this man has been doing his best to make The Undertaker's life a living hell. He took Taker to the limit at the Starrcade pay-per-view in the main event. He lost, but it took something like 3 choke slams and 2 last rides to put him away. So whatever you think about him, and I think we could all agree he is a tough son of a bitch. And right now, it's like he's going to be taking on Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, another member of the heavyweight championship division, looking to move up in the rankings, trying to knock off Third Gunman. That would be a great way to do it. You know, you beat the #1 contender, kind of puts you in the conversation for that #1 contender spot, or at least makes people think before they say, well, Gunman's got to get the match. And Guerrero now looking to make a statement for himself. We haven't seen Eddie in a bit. We've seen a lot of The Undertaker, The Rock, and Stone Cold, and of course Third Gunman the past few weeks, past few months really. And here we go. Nice neck backbreaker by Third Gunman. Like I said, Gunman is so unorthodox in his style, and really just has an incredible amount of stamina. I believe that's why he was able to hang with The Undertaker as long as he was, because there were times in that match where you thought, surely, like, this is it. Undertaker's got him, and Gunman would reverse something and make a comeback. He's slippery, you know. He is a slippery snake in the grass, and he'll find a way. He finds a way to win sometimes when you think, surely there's no way he can overcome this. I said he's in a little unorthodox style, kind of a mix of MMA and kickboxing with traditional professional wrestling. Just very, very different is Third Gunman. He is a odd cat, to say the least. There you go. There's a nice arm drag takedown. And a clothesline right over the top rope goes Eddie Guerrero. Gunman going out on the floor after him. Of course, if this were an NWA sanctioned match, that would have been a automatic disqualification, sending your opponent over the top rope. But this is the LWF, not the NWA, so we allow it within reason. Here's another one of those backbreakers. He has really been working the back of Eddie Guerrero, and which is not a bad idea. That is a sensitive spot on Guerrero, is his lower back. You know, he has problems with it and has had issues with it in the past. Right now, Eddie going after Third Gunman. Oh, there's that back elbow, and then throws Third Gunman into the ring. Eddie Guerrero in control on the lawyer from Chicago, but then again, right there, and then misses with that diving forearm to Eddie Guerrero. Just a back and forth match. Both of these guys very hungry for success. ThirdGunmen trying to send a statement to The Undertaker. Eddie Guerrero trying to send a statement to everybody else in the in that division in the locker room. Don't count me out just because he hasn't been in the top of the division for a minute doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be in it. And Gunman now getting out of the armbar. Using that bad arm to take Guerrero over. Great hip toss there. And there's the flying forearm from ThirdGunmen as he pulls Guerrero out into the middle of the ring. Going for a pin here as Gunman won just a 1 count on Eddie Guerrero as ThirdGunmen a little beside himself. Eddie gets to his feet. Gunman going right after him again, going after that lower back. Eddie though, oh no, are we going to get it? Here's one. There he goes for the second one. There you go. Los Tres Amigos. And now Eddie going up to the top rope for the frog splash. Going for the pin here. 1, 2. Gunman kicks out. Kicked out of the Three Amigos and the frog splash. Eddie telling everybody that he's still number one. He's going to get this. He wants to win this match. Taking that knee right to ThirdGunmen, who's now just hanging onto the ropes, lifting Gunman up. But Gunman with the knee, with that knee lift, right to the face of Eddie Guerrero. I'm telling you, Gunman, every time you think you have him down, he finds a way to reverse it and just come back. And get it. He says that it's over. Can't end it on the outside. You got to get him back in the ring. Gunman in the ring after Guerrero. Stomping away at him, much to the chagrin of the LWF audience, who were not behind ThirdGunmen. There's 1, 2. Guerrero kicks out. Gunman now takes Guerrero. There's a swinging neck breaker from ThirdGunmen to Eddie Guerrero, going for the pin again here. 1, 2, and Guerrero kicks out again. ThirdGunmen starting to get frustrated with Eddie Guerrero's resilience. Guerrero, of course, has not had a title shot in almost a year, I want to say. He's remained in the LWF, hasn't had a lot of matches. Again, with the way things go, some of the legends haven't been getting as much airtime as they were in the very beginning, as we've gotten a lot more creative wrestlers in the divisions. We've had to kind of cut back on the legends, but there's some guys it's hard to get rid of. Let's just be honest. It's hard to get rid of an Eddie Guerrero. It's hard to say I don't want him, I don't want him to wrestle people, because that's a hard thing to say for me, or for Commissioner Zevon. Sorry, but I mean, I agree with the commissioner. You don't want to not see Eddie, a Hall of Famer, just another guy taken from us too soon. 1, 2, no, again. Eddie Guerrero will not stay down. ThirdGunmen not happy about that fact. Lifting Guerrero back up. Guerrero out on his feet. There's that flying forearm again. And then Guerrero with the kick to the top of the skull, and now, laid out on the ropes by ThirdGunmen. Gunman now looking for something big. Might be looking for that that last writ. Here it is. The last writ that he ever writ was a well-written writ, and that was it. The Third Gunman's last writ, and now Eddie Guerrero down 1, 2, 3, and Third Gunman with the win in a fantastic match against Eddie Guerrero. Even in that loss, Guerrero looked just great. Now here's Third Gunman looking down at Guerrero in the ring. What is he gonna do here? He's going under the, no. He's got a chair. Third Gunman, of course, now with a chair coming out. Going to attack a defenseless Eddie Guerrero that he just beat. But wait, here comes The Undertaker. Taking the chair away from Third Gunman and chasing him off. The Undertaker making the save, helping out Eddie Guerrero. This Third Gunman now, again, sending a message to The Undertaker. He is not to be taken lightly. What a match. What a story. What a rivalry between those two. I never thought I would see the day when Third Gunman would have a intense rivalry with The Undertaker, but here we are. Now, our next match is the LWF Stream Championship match. So we'll have Kira Love will be defending that title tonight in the LWF arena. This our co-main event with the Drod Bama Dave grudge match, which is set to take place. I don't know if it actually will or not, being that D-Rod and Bama Dave have been so chaotic and so after each other that they've had, 3 or 4 matches now just devolve into brawls before they could even get started. Last week, there was Roddy Piper was supposed to go up against D-Rod, and that didn't happen. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, let's get down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Television Championship.
Here comes the challenger. MastaFunk making his way down to the ring. Ready to take on Kira Love for the LWF Stream Championship. Of course, a perennial crowd favorite, MastaFunk, won his debut match at the LWF at Starrcade last week. This is a much, much tougher opponent here. That's right. Kira Love, our LWF Stream Champion last week, of course, defeated Jason Jordan in a one-on-one match for her first title defense. This looking to be her second title defense in as many weeks. Trying to earn those 5 consecutive title defenses to get her an automatic shot at the European Championship, currently being held by Crusher. That division in a lot of turmoil now that, of course, with Must and Wicked Must, breaking their tag team up, and D-Rod and Bama Dave, all of them being thrown into that division, has kind of caused a little bit of chaos in the rankings. But we'll figure it out. We'll have a number 1 contender by the pay-per-view.
From another time, weighing in at 220 pounds, Masters Funky.
Yeah, that's not the best ring announcement, but
Introducing
what I
the
could come up with.
champion from out of this world, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the television champion, K-Love.
Kira Love ready to defend the championship here tonight against the one and only MastaFunk. As I said, this is her second championship, or her second defense of this. This is her being her first championship, her first run as the LWF Stream Champion. MastaFunk ready. This is only his second match in the LWF. So this is definitely going to be a mixture of styles too. Kira now getting backed up into the corner by MastaFunk now. Referee going to separate them. Funk now in a headlock, take over. Kira in control, no. Head scissors, now Funk with the headlock going in. Hammer lock, going for a little test of strength here. See who can get it. Goes around. Does Kira. She's got the hammer lock from the back and she's working it now, pushing Funk away with a little bit of a almost disdain. But right now, yeah, the yeah, I mean, well, certainly she is. I would say. Thank Wick Vaya in the chat now. Had a big win over Muss Dudley after the attack by Muss on the before the match earlier in the first match of our show tonight. So he evened things up with Muss in their ongoing battle of attrition at this point, since they are 1-1. Now, MastaFunk lifting Kira in and out, up and down, out the hard way. Funk going after Kira's arm. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Vic. That sucks. It hasn't been the easiest week here either. But we try to carry on. Right now, Funk going after Kira. Oh, that does suck. I'm sorry. Anytime you got to put an animal down, where you have to, the death of any animal is painful, but especially when you have to make the decision to put them down yourself, and they don't just go on their own. That's an extra. Oh, here he goes. Oh, nice. That's the extra shitty, so to speak. Here now with a European uppercut after that big move from MastaFunk. Kira now with a, almost a STF on MastaFunk. MastaFunk going to break out of it. Big back elbow. Well, I hope we can take your mind off of it for a little bit, Vic. And now, I don't really know. Well, actually, when you're making the character, it's just regular black wrestling tights. Or wrestling, yeah. So now we've got Funk on the outside with Kirilov. Gonna need to get them back inside. Kira rolls through. There's another drop toe hold. That's the second time she's used a great drop toe hold in this match. Now sending Funk into the at a 7 count. Need to get back into the match. There goes, Kira right into the post again. They're going to need to get back in here. 8, we might end up with a double count out, which would technically be, no, there goes Kira back in and MastaFunk after her, so just avoids the double count out. And MastaFunk now up on the second rope. And a diving knee off the second rope from MastaFunk to Kirilov. As Kira is rocked on the ring, and now MastaFunk looking for something big here. Looking for it. There it is, the rear view from MastaFunk to Kirilov. Going for the pin here. 1, 2, 3, and MastaFunk defeats Kirilov to become the new LWF Stream Champion. What a there it is, the booty face, the funky booty face, the booty funk. I don't know what he's gonna call it yet, but there it is. Puts Kirilov down.
Television champion,
MastaFunk, your new stream champion. Defeating Kirilov. Kira will go back down to the bottom of the stream championship division and wait her turn for another title opportunity. And MastaFunk will defend that title next week against a person of his choosing within that division. Again, I've completely forgot about that caveat till we've got a Guerrero wrestler as the champion, that the champion gets to determine who they defend against, for good or bad. It's up to them. Of course, Kira wanted to play it straight and just go with who the number one contender was, and she got one good title defense. And then MastaFunk got the win and got the title. And we wait on our main event, the grudge match. Well, we've got the grudge match. We've got a grudge match between Bama Dave and Drod scheduled. The way things have been going in this rivalry, who knows if that match is actually going to hear a bell or not. But hopefully, we might be able to get it in. But don't be surprised if we don't. And here comes Bama Dave. Making his way to the ring. Things between these two have gotten so contentious. Like I said, I would not be surprised if this even got off the ground. It'll be a surprise to me because these two have just been after each other. And here we go, Bama Dave. Goes Bama Dave, baby. course, nobody says that. Nobody's saying that in the audience, but he in his own head, he thinks that that's just the coolest thing ever. So Dave will have his moment. Here, what's this? This is D-Rod, but this isn't D-Rod's usual music.
And his opponent, from Mobile, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Boss.
D-Rod with a completely new entrance in the LWF. Having his tag team taken away from him, having all of his allies split up, and having left him. D-Rod on his own for the first time in his career. This is certainly a change in attitude from D-Rod. The usual swagger, the usual smile, all of that is gone. This is a new intensity. A new D-Rod getting down to business, ready to go. Here in this battle with Bama Dave. Bama Dave now. Getting ready, D-Rod. D-Rod and Bama Dave locking up here in the middle of the ring. Bama Dave got D-Rod up in a big Samoan drop from Bama Dave. Of course, I could go over again. These two tag team champions for months lose the titles and then go on a losing streak and end up mad at each other about it, and Bama Dave walks off in the middle of a match, in the middle of a tag match, and leaves D-Rod on his own. D-Rod, not the most forgiving type anyway, did not care for that, went after Bama Dave, and they ended up having a big tables match at the LWF Halloween Havoc pay-per-view that saw D-Rod get put through a table at the end of it and bruise and crack a couple of ribs. D-Rod was out for almost a month with those injuries and then made a surprise comeback right before the Starrcade pay-per-view, and they Commissioner Zevon scheduled a 2 of 3 falls match between the two of them because D-Rod said that Bama Dave did not want to face him in a straight wrestling match. And that match never got off the ground as Bama Dave and D-Rod fought on the outside so long that the match was called off due to time constraints. And now, here we have them one-on-one in a straight match in the ring. As D-Rod now going after Bama Dave's leg. There he goes. Got that Indian Deathlock in, but Bama Dave punches his way out of it. Dave sends D-Rod into the corner. Clothesline to the back of the neck. stomp away. Oh, stomping away at D-Rod's hand right there. Try and weaken those hands up so if D-Rod does go for that pedigree, maybe he can't get it. Can't get those fingers laced together into place. I'm not exactly sure. Just taking strength away from your opponent. Any little bit of doubt you can put in your opponent's mind about their ability to do any move is something. But, of course, we know D-Rod very, really more of a knee and leg-based wrestler. Not saying he doesn't throw punches and he doesn't use his arms, but a lot of his offense. Here's the 3D Rod with a spine buster. Out of nowhere, beats Bama Dave. That's shocking. That is really shocking. Wait, here's Bama Dave's going to go after D-Rod here in the end. D-Rod punking Bama Dave out. So not only does he beat him in convincing fashion with a spine buster of all things, then sends Bama Dave embarrassed to the back. Bama Dave and D-Rod. Holy cow. I don't know how Dave's going to respond to that. That was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed I would be embarrassed for Dave if he wasn't such a turncoat. But, man, what an ending, folks. The great show, fantastic show from myself, for Commissioner Zevon, for everybody involved in the LWF. We thank you so much. If you want to find us on Twitter, to find out announcements about the show. If you're watching this on Twitch, you probably got there through Twitter. Anyway, if you want to find us on Twitter, you can find us at Back to the Ring. That's the name of the podcast that myself and several other people host. Well, it's a rotating guests, co-hosts. So if you want to find the LWF, go to Twitter at Back to the Ring, just like the movie, only instead of Back to the Future, it's Back to the Ring. And you can find us there, send us a message or comment on something if you want to be a part of the LWF. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Every subscription gets us closer to having our own YouTube handle, which we would really like to do within the next year, maybe. If not, so be it. But right now, just like and subscribe. And like I said, if you want to be a part, you're watching it on YouTube and you're like, man, this looks like fun. I want to be talked about. I want to challenge for tag belts. Or I want to be a part of this division, or see what I can come up with. Shoot us a comment on a video, and we will definitely, we'll see the comment. We'll get to you, and we'll get you up and on the show. And believe me, it's quite a bit of fun. And thanks again to Wick Vaya for coming by in the chat, and thanks for everybody watching on any other medium. I guess that's going to be it for this week. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. And again, in the words of the great Tully Blanchard, it's been your pleasure. Good night.